In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all the top 2 stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for next week. And we're also going to address Tesla, all right? So let's dive right into it, right off the bat. We got the NASDAQ over here. And so far, I mean, after the gap got filled at the bottom, right here at 14.6, it's been a slow grind upwards. All right, it's kind of choppy, but it's been given intraday opportunities like I have been showing y'all in the last videos. The first one that the first major opportunity that really showed up with the Nasdaq was this one right here, which I shared with you guys in the last video. I'm gonna pin it at the top. So this is the first one. I also told you guys to watch out for Friday, because Friday was kind of a weird day because people who swung calls were going to take the money off the table, and I told you guys to watch for a drop for QQQ specifically. I told y'all to watch for a drop to like 360. It got there and it went even deeper. All right, now that this is done, there is a gap up right now. And the reason for this gap up is because the government shutdown was averted and the market likes it. So I told you guys also, the market is bottoming. We are in a bottoming phase after the massive drop from this bear flag right here. This is the bottoming phase. All right. Now, is it going to go up in a very smooth fashion? I highly doubt it, especially the SPY. All right, now this is typical of the SPY. When it's bottoming, it bottoms in a very choppy fashion where we move up and then we drop again, we make a lower high, and then we chop again, we move up, and then we go here, and then we really start to take off, right? So expect something like this for the next few days, which is very typical. We're gonna move back to like right here. Again, this is the type of movement that I'm expecting with the SPY. When it bottoms, expect this. All right, so don't be surprised to see higher lows as we grind higher, right? Don't be surprised to see this type of price section right over here. All right, so that's my thoughts on the SPY. Again, look for intraday opportunities. I think tomorrow is gonna be bullish. It's starting off good, and short sellers are going to cover if they're still shorting. Like if they're shorting, they're going to cover and they're going to panic. Let's go to the one and watch for a pop above this level. Like if this level breaks, and that's where the stop loss of the short sellers, that's where they have their stop loss set at. If that breaks, we can see a run all the way up to 439 for the SPY. All right, if that breaks, I think it's going to run up here, and it's probably gonna do so within the first like hour of market hours. All right, so again, that's my thoughts on the overall markets. Now let's look at the first stock to keep on watch. The first stock to keep on watch for tomorrow and potentially for next week is Disney. All right, and the reason why I want to share Disney with y'all is because there's 2 reasons. One reason is because of the daily. All right, so this is the daily chart on Disney, and it's near the 2020 lows. Long-term investors are going crazy over this stock. All right, this is the buy zone. All right, anything under $90, long-term investors are just excited about this, and it seems like a good deal for them. All right, now if you're a long-term investor and you're looking to add Disney to your portfolio, that's not a bad spot to start. Again, I'm just giving you my humble opinion on the stock. All right, so again, that's the big picture. We're gonna zoom in. All right, and the reason why I shared this one with y'all is because of the 5-minute. Actually, we're gonna get rid of that, and on the 5-minute chart, there is a specific pattern on there that caught my eye on Friday, and I think it's going to play out, especially because the structure is there and the futures are up. Like the Dow is up by 0.50 and the Nasdaq is up by 0.75. The structure is right here. We got an ascending triangle on the chart. It's kind of sloppy, but it's there, and because it's there, I cannot ignore it, you know. So I say sloppy because of these, like these things right here makes it sloppy, but it's still there, and it still broke out right at the close on Friday. And if it's to behave the way ascending triangles usually behave, right, we should see this thing jump all the way up to, we're gonna go to the 10-minute. We can see this thing jump all the way up to where these short sellers are, like right at $83. That's where I think Disney is going to go. So keep Disney on watch, long-term investors. Again, Disney is undervalued at the moment, and it looks pretty great to me. That is why I'm sharing Disney with you guys. All right, now the next stock that we're going to look at in today's video, we're going to look at JD. All right, now JD, again, in the last video, if you haven't watched the last video, I strongly recommend that you do. Told y'all to watch the Chinese stocks for a pop, and I also warned you that it might play games in the middle of the day, and games it definitely played. Like, this is what I'm trying to say right here. This is the games where it has a little bit of a pop, and then it drops and it just stays there throughout the entire day. And I think it's gonna jump tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm leaning towards tomorrow, but it's either tomorrow or Tuesday that it's going to jump, and it's going to jump all the way up to 30. Yeah, I think it's gonna jump to 30. If it plays games again, like let's say it just chills over here for another day, then the jump to 30 could happen by Tuesday morning. It jump all the way up to here. All right, to that previous level of resistance. On a daily chart, it's very oversold, just like Disney. All right, it's very oversold, and right now, as you can see on the daily, there is an evening star on the charts. There isn't like a full confirmation of a potential rally, for example, because it's not above 2970 yet. So when it gets there, it's probably gonna chop again before setting up to make another move higher. But this video is for tomorrow, and I think, well, tomorrow and potentially Tuesday, like one of these days, it's gonna run and fill that gap right here at $30.40. So keep JD on watch. All right, now I mentioned earlier Tesla. We have to discuss Tesla. All right, now Tesla reports their delivery numbers on the second day in the beginning of every quarter on the second day. All right, I thought it was gonna be released today because they usually release it on Sunday nights, but it hasn't been released yet. So I'm waiting for tomorrow. So watch out for that. I think they're expecting like 455,000 vehicles to be delivered. Look into the details of that. Again, it's all about the reaction for this one. It's kind of like earnings. I'm not bearish on Tesla. It's either not gonna move or it's gonna make a giant leap upwards to like 260. It's one of the two. I'm not bearish on Tesla at all. Looking at it intraday, it's recovering as well. It had a few, like I showed a few day trading opportunities, as you can see on the charts. All right, and right now it bounced quite nicely off of this level of support. It bounced quite nicely, so this is another one to keep on watch for a long, as long as 246 hold and is respected. I think it has a good chance of going up to 260 very, very soon. So that's my thoughts on Tesla, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button. As always, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, pre-market videos are released from Monday to Friday, 15 to 20 minutes before the market opens. To have early access to those, become channel members and click on the NGumah button and clicking on morning videos. To be part of a private Discord community We can get all of this information in real time as I see them, along with the details of the contracts and the reason why I took the trades that I took to begin with. You can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul and NGumah at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And for some free stocks, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul and NGumah with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.